Close the door. What a lovely... Eastern assassin, Larry Holmes. Perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavy... Alexander Usyk, the former This back. And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. The face is telling the story from that jab. It's bombs away. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They both want a highlight reel knockout. They exchange punches. Considering we're outside in the sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Colosseum and two gladiators going at it.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than healthy.
A swing and a miss with that jab. They're both trying for a knockout. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What would you tell this guy? Here we go for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger. Did you see that? Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot. How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go. That right hook won't score. Misses with the straight left. Did well to block that right hook. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Good counter punching. A perfect counter lands. Just missing with the uppercut. And after out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. Just missed with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes and that. Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Down goes Larry Holmes. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Time for the 5th round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. How How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? His stamina is off the charts. Catch and shoot. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes. Let's start the sixth. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh my, the big fella just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
There's a counter shot. So close with that uppercut. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. He misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They blocked the left there. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He just misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs. Did you see that? Usyk might go down here. What an upset. Let's talk about Holmes and now. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. The jab can't find a home. How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Incredible work rate. He threw a punch and just got countered. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here? And Larry Holmes goes down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your ball.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. What a dominant performance, and it shows. It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Balfour Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside?
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Those counter punches have to hurt. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Hey, those punches add up. Beautiful counter shot. Can't land that jab. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it. You watch when the rounds roll on.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Every time they throw a shot, the big Ukrainian in big trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
He's on your lead.
Oh, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching. The jab doesn't quite connect. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That counter punch caught him clean. Very competitive round here so far. The unified heavyweight champion is down! And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at you. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your cheeks hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
You'd like to see more jabs. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. On to the third. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice exchange here from both men. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. And he scores with the counter. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter. There's a counter shot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter shot. He misses with that straight left. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't land the jab there. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Incredible work rate. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Usyk! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
Time for the 5th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That counter shot lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened.
All right, I went over the rules. Let's do it.
you're switching up.
Let's fight.
Okay, it's not working. It's not what you switched out for.
Focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe.
Let's go.
Again, when he leans forward, bring it up. Kick up the uppercut. Kick up the uppercut. Don't take it to the shot. Keep on suffering. Come on, Ram. Stop the fight. Stop it. That's time!
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Come on, you've let him back into the fight.
Let's do it.
That's it, you're winning the round. Nothing stupid. 7, 8. Are you okay?
You're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to go back out.
Let's fight.
Oh, come on, what are you doing? Switch on. You let him... What are you doing?
Switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus.
And back.
That's it. Don't forget the body. Mix it up. Body and head.
on, switch on, switch on.
Let's do it.
Come on, you're switching off.
Do your business.
Start doubling up the jab.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times and box.
Switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job.
Do your picture.
Win this fight. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. He was coasting this fight and now you've let him back into it. Now.
Let's go.
Listen, you've switched off. What you're doing? I need you to go back out there. I need to win this round. Take your mind, right?
Let's do it.
It's not working. It's not working. Switch out. Man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Let's fight.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Calm yourself down.
Let's do it.
was that? What are you doing? Come on! You're switching off! That was a terrible round, that is. You're better than that. You've done all your work.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, Alexander Usyk, the former Undisputed Cruiserweight champ, Roy Jones Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Jab misses. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theatre, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent or laid out there.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Stamina is off the charts. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The stamina is off the charts. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. There's the bell for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming. Hold that thought! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Couldn't land that jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. Tried to score with the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't.
On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Go where the other fighter won't. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. Counter punch. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Stamina is off the charts. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alexander Usyk in that last round. Back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Throws the jab but does not score. Which fighter will say no mas? Threw a punch and just got countered. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complete.
There's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Missing with the left uppercut. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say,
Oh my word, down goes RJJ! Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
that's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Catch and shoot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will... Let's start the 6th. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Good counter punch. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
You gotta like what you're seeing. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. Back and forth they go. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. And there's the bell for round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Good counter punching. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I need to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and...
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Do your business.
better than that.
You getting soft on me? The fight's not over yet. You gotta get out there and win this round, kid.
Stand by.
Fight? Right. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the job, get back out there and win.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That chap's slick. Just...
Let's do it.
Switch on. Switch on. Get your mind back on the job. It's a terrible round, that is. Come on.
Let's fight. 7. You all right?
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back at that jab.
And back.
Okay, focus. Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe.
Let's do it. Continue.
What are you doing? You switched off completely. Hosting this. Do your business. Now you're switching off. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Hey, let's go out there and let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round.
Box.